on Nova 100.
It is Jace and Lauren. Clint is here as well, and so is our boy. He is back from the mighty Collingwood Football Club. Mason Cox is in the house.
Coxie.
Gosh, it's good to be back. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks.
We
know.
have been worried sick.
I've actually seen all of you outside of this over the last 2 weeks, which is kind of funny at the same time.
Socially. We've socialised.
Yes.
But we haven't had you on because you kept failing your concussion test.
Yep. Got to pass that.
So you've passed that now?
Yeah, the first one. There's multiple ones, so there's a bit of a schedule I guess you have to go through to be able to get back to playing. So I've got the MCL injury, which will keep me out for another 4
so that's the
5 weeks at least. Yeah, the knee.
Another 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, probably. Just depends how it all kind of pulls up. But I haven't been able to do too much because the first thing you have to do is pass a concussion before you kind of even get to the rest of it.
What do you have to do in a concussion test?
Oh, we just went through it when you were out of the studio. Have a listen to this.
Yeah, so you got like 10 words, totally random words, like nothing to do with each other. He goes, repeat those back to me, and then chances are you're probably not going to get all 10 right. You have to repeat them back again, and then the third time. And then he goes off and does another thing. He says, okay, count back from 100 by sevens, walk a straight line like you're doing it from, they do it whenever you're like driving around. It takes sobriety test. That's what I'm looking for.
I'd pass that without a concussion.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have last night.
I wouldn't have passed last night.
Lauren and I were saying we should give it a crack on the air one week.
Oh, jeez. But then the thing is, you go back after doing all these other tests and he goes, do you remember the 10 words I gave you at the very beginning?
Oh.
Repeat them all back to me.
Oh, no.
So you're getting like 3, maybe 4, because your mind's been doing something else. And it's actually quite hard. It's quite hard.
And you've got a cut on your head with stitches.
Yeah, so
you had surgery because you were also posting about going into surgery.
So the game was on Friday. I broke a rib, bruised a rib, concussion, broken cheekbone, which is like kind of called the zygoma, and then the MCL injury too. So I think it was about 5 in one contest, really.
Jesus. So the surgery was for your cheekbone.
Yeah. So I didn't even know until we got back on Tuesday, and I was like, I can't close my jaw. Can we get kind of try to figure this out? He goes, let's go get a scan. And he just looks in, it's a broken bone just right around the cheek.
Well, your bone structure looks gorgeous today.
Thank you.
They've done a great job.
We did a bit of work while we're
They've done a great job fixing your cheeks.
What's it like breaking a rib? Because we saw Christian Petrarca. We're in the wars, aren't we? Our boys are in the wars.
Last night, track did not look good.
Because he apparently broke 2, but what's it actually like? What's the pain like?
It just, like, every breath hurts. And you're like trying to sleep and stuff. Like, it's so hard to get to sleep. Hopefully he's gone in for scans and stuff, and hopefully it's something crazy.
Well, he got taken away in an ambulance, and it looked like he was on a drip as well.
Yeah, it can be kind of serious because you can like puncture a lung, or you can have some kind of, like last year I thought I had a broken rib, but I had a lacerated spleen. I was internally bleeding. So there's like things that you can have that maybe didn't, it feels like a broken rib, but there's actually more serious damage underneath.
They give you the green whistle.
So I asked, he goes, do you want the green whistle? And
You
I looked at
always
the doctor
say
and I
yes.
go, it'd be an experience. I was like, I'll taste it.
Try it.
Yeah,
I'll give it a little.
Take the pain away.
And then our doctor said, no, you don't need it.
How were the boys after the game? Yesterday, the big freeze is a big day.
Yeah.
And I feel like the D's fans went into it far more confident than the Collingwood fans, and you guys were amazing.
You guys were quick, mate. Straight off the bounce.
We've got a shorter team with a few tolls out, so I think you could definitely see that in the game. But yeah, it was an incredible win. Like, the day is just amazing. I think everyone was there, and like to see the sliders go down and how much money that was raised. It's a real feel good moment.
Yeah,
I think in Melbourne,
and
people from Sydney had come down, and everything else. Like, it's become such a big event. It's a credit to the Danahers of what they've been able to do.
Now, it's funny you say that you had a little team.
Imagine him going down the slide. Big boy. Big boy, little slide.
Big boy,
I'd like
little
to
slide.
see it.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, you'd be standing up in the pool. It'd be ankle deep water.
Yeah.
There's one more on footy just very quickly. Is Melbourne done?
No, I think everyone goes through a bit of patches. Like, they had the Alice Springs game. They had a loss and then this week, but I think everyone knows that Melbourne's like definitely a finals team. They just maybe have to tweak a few different things with some players that have had to move around, and Lever's out at the moment, so there's like now Petrarca's maybe injured, so you just have to shift magnets and figure out how to win games, and I think that's just kind of part of it. I don't think like 2 games and all of a sudden you're like, oh,
seems like
wow,
Collingwood
totally,
deal with adversity
different.
better than Melbourne.
There's a lot we do better.
I was watching the start of the game where you run through the banner, and Collingwood's banner was like miniature. It was like half the size of the Demons.
It's what we do with it, though,
Are
Lauren.
you guys saving coin on the banner? What's happening
we're
there?
friendly. We're eco-friendly over at Collingwood.
Or is it because all the tall players were out, so they just made it a little lower?
I don't think the big banner helped Melbourne. So
It didn't. It didn't. But Collingwood's banner was.
can I just say, actually, after going to the game,
Yeah, go.
Here we go.
I love a gripe.
Here we go.
if we're going to do the banner,
Yep.
can we actually run through the banner?
With some gusto,
I saw
Jace.
Max Gawn run up with his little fingers and rip a
The
little
big
hole
fingers.
so it was
Yeah,
already
because it's
done.
like masking tape. You don't want to get like clotheslined.
Some
I
of them
think
are like
they've actually
going
got-
under the banner, some went around it. I'm
I
like,
think they've
if you-
got slits. So there's actual a slit in the banner.
I wanna
for the
see
boys
him
to get through.
burst
And some
through.
people go around it.
I want to see him burst through like someone jumping out of a
What
cake.
do you do? Do you go through it or under it or over it? You could almost high jump over it.
Funny you say this.
Frosty flop.
I'm the last person through, so I let everyone else break the banner.
Yeah.
Therefore, there's plenty of height for me to get.
Yeah.
smart. That's
And do you
smart.
duck?
I do duck. I duck under, and then it's like a bit of tradition for myself and Brody Marchek to give a handshake.
Yeah, because
An official
people have
handshake,
like
then we get into
weird
it.
superstitions, right, with the banner.
Yeah,
Some
yeah, there's
don't
different
run through it
things.
at all.
In like 2018, our banner disintegrated
did
before
too.
on the grand
Before-
final.
That's right.
If you remember
Before the
that.
grand
Yeah.
final.
And everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's a bad omen.
The cheer squad lady was in tears.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Be consoled
Fox was
by-
lovely.
Be consoled by
Hugged her.
buckets.
Yeah.
That was their pride and joy.
I was
Poor
watching
Chisco.
them-
They had one job, Mason. One job, and it blew apart.
Pull that up with the ropes yesterday. I was like, I'd love to see these people putting a tent up. Like,
Yeah.
they're no
No,
mucking
they're
around.
strong.
Hey,
Because the wind blows in it on the banner.
Before we let Mace go,
Can't you just stay
Gosh,
for
this
the
is
rest of
ominous music.
Can't you just stay for the rest of the show?
I was just
I'm
thinking we
bored of
should
these
stay for
two
another
today.
one.
we should sneak him in for hide and seek.
Oh, can you imagine sneaking that in?
I was about to say that. I was like,
Let's smuggle in the biggest human
hardest
we know.
person to
We'll
sneak
get a
into
magician to
something.
saw him in half, take him in two pieces. All right. Hey, you're happy to? You're welcome to stick around.
Yeah.
But we need to celebrate something. The other day you did a post.
Yes.
10 years since
Yeah.
signing with the Collingwood football team.
Decade.
Yeah.
And we have spared no expense.
Well, let's go.
Oh, it's a beautiful cake
That
we've
is
got for
beautiful.
you.
Gosh, this is
Well
this
done,
is
Mason.
home baked.
It's got the number 10 on it,
careful.
and
Yep.
it is a
There's
blueberry
smoke
muffin
detectors
from
in
the
here.
Chef's Road.
Detectors in here.
Don't set off the smoke
Someone's
detectors.
actually eaten a little part of this
Someone's
already.
taken
Is
a
that you?
bite.
Jace had a nibble at it.
Do I make a wish or something? Or?
Yep, make a wish and then blow them out before the smoke alarm goes off.
Nah, I'm gonna let it ride. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'd like to get evacuated today.
Happy 10 years, mate,
Happy
for the Collingwood
10
football
years.
team.
Well done.
And in
We
Melbourne.
love you.
Jason Lauren. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.